أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بفضل الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم والعن أعداءهم. اللهم لعن أول ظالم ظلم حق محمد وآل محمد وآخر تابع له على ذلك. اللهم لعن العصابة التي جاهدت الحسين وشايعت وبايعت وتابعت على قتله. اللهم لعنهم جميعا. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك وأناخت برحلك. عليكم مني جميعا سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم: إنه مصباح هدى وسفينة نجاة. When we read the narrations that describes how we should visit the mausoleum and shrine of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, definitely will go across a few narrations that say whoever wants to visit Imam al-Hussain to do ziyarah, one of the most important thing that he has to pay attention to is to know the right of Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam. And that's why we read in his ziyarah: جئتك عارفا بحقك مستبصرا بشأنك. I come to you while I am in a position that I can claim and say that I know you're right. I know that you are a leader by the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are an Imam. You are a leader that I have to follow your footsteps, and I have to do whatever you order me to do. جئتك عارفا بحقك مستبصرا بشأنك. In another narration, Imam al-Sadiq alayhi salam states: زوروا الحسين ولو كل سنة فإن كل من أتاه عارفا بحقه غير جاحد لم يكن له عوض إلا الجنة. Visit Imam al-Hussain. Go to Imam al-Hussain at least once a year. And when you go, just put that in your mind. You have to know him. You have to know that he is an Imam from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's actually is the most important difference between a true follower of Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam and someone who just claims that he loves Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam. Once Imam al-Hussain saw Farazdaq, a famous Arab guy who used to have a lot of poem. He was coming back from Kufa, and Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam was facing Kufa. Imam al-Hussain asked him, have you got any news from Kufa for me today? He said, yes. Let me and allow me to describe Kufians to you, O Imam Hussain alayhi salam. قلوبهم معك وسيوفهم عليك. Their hearts are with you, but their swords are against you. So you barely can find someone who actually says that I hate you, O Hussein. He should be very evil guy to say that. But the thing is, claiming that you love someone without following him, without actually accepting his position, won't cure any disease, won't do the job. A lot of the Prophet's companions used to claim that they actually respect and love the household of the Prophet. And you know what? When the second Khalifa went to the door of Ali ibn Abi Talib, the commander of the faithful, and Fatima al-Zahra alayha salam, and told Fatima al-Zahra that you have to tell Ali ibn Abi Talib to come out and pay allegiance to Abu Bakr. Fatima al-Zahra replied that he won't do so, and I won't let you kill him. I will protect him. Okay? It was then when the second Khalifa stated, bring me some fire. I want to burn this house. And then some of people who used to stand there, they told that man that do you know what you are saying? You are actually threatening the house of Ali and Fatima, threatening it with fire. You are threatening Fatima al-Zahra that you want to burn her door. Do you know that Fatima al-Zahra and Imam al-Hassan and Imam al-Hussain and Ali ibn Abi Talib are in the house? إن في البيت لفاطمة. In the house. Fatima al-Zahra is in the house. He said, when? So what? Okay. So some of those who used to stand there just left the second Khalifa. And they said, okay, we are here for politicians or politics. We are here just to try to be with you, not to be against Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. They left the second Khalifa. Okay? What I'm trying to say, it's very hard for someone. He should be very evil to stand against Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam and tell them that I hate you. Usually, what they do, tyrants, they say, okay, we don't hate you, but what you are doing is incorrect, and we have to correct you, we have to stop you, even if we are forced to kill you. This is exactly what Farazdaq told Imam al-Hussain. قلوبهم معك وسيوفهم عليك. They claim that they love you, but their swords, whether because they fear Yazid ibn Muawiyah and Ibn Marjana, or whether they were actually lured by Ibn Marjana and Yazid to attack Imam al-Hussain, to enter a war against Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam. And because of that, they abandoned Imam al-Hussain. They left Imam al-Hussain. And some of them actually killed Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam. So it's not enough to pay respect to Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. No. You have to know them, and you have to know they are imams and leaders by the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they do represent Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the ground. If you don't know that, if you don't believe in that, that won't suffice you from not actually being deviated. That won't suffice you from not being in enemy's actually army. And that's why Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam focused on this very important phrase. زوروا الحسين عليه السلام ولو كل سنة فإن كل من أتاه عارفا بحقه. Whoever visits Imam al-Hussein while he knows the status of Imam al-Hussein, the position of Imam al-Hussein, that he is the grandson of Rasulullah and he is the Khalifa, غير جاحد, and he do not reject, he knows and accept. It's not enough for someone just to know. He has to show submission to Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. غير جاحد لم يكن له عوضا إلا الجنة. The exchange for that ma'rifah and knowledge and love is heaven. So if you visit Imam al-Hussein while you admire and accept and show submission to his status and position, you will be with him. You will end up in heaven. And as Amir al-Mu'mineen, the commander of the faithful, Ali ibn Abi Talib, states, إِنَّهُ لَيْسَ لِأَنفُسِكُمْ ثَمَنٌ إِلَّا الْجَنَّةِ. Your price is heaven. Do not sell yourself and do not underestimate your price by selling yourself while you're not gaining the heaven in exchange. So if you want to sell yourself with your price, sell it to Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. Visit Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam and show submission to Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam and tell him that you accept his status and you accept and believe that he is the leader of the nation by the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he is the successor of the Prophet and eventually the successor of Almighty God. So Zur al-Hussein. In another narration, Imam Sadiq alayhi salam states, من زار الحسين عارفا بحقه غفر الله له ما تقدم من ذنبه وما تأخر. Whoever visits Imam al-Hussein while he knows him, while he accepts his status, he shows submission to his position, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive his sins, even if he commits those sins after the ziyarah. In other words, this type of narrations or these type of narrations are not encouraging us to commit sins. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran states, لِيَغْفِرَ لَكَ اللَّهُ مَا تَقَدَّمَ مِنْ ذَنْبِكَ وَمَا تَأَخَّرَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes promise to forgive your previous sins and sins that you will commit in the future. But if you visit Imam al-Hussein, you will actually immune yourself from committing major sins. And if you commit sins after you visit Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, while you know him, you actually show submissions toward Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, even if you commit sins. After the ziyarah, you won't commit major sins, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you the tawfiq to do tawbah and repent. So that doesn't mean that these type of narrations are encouraging us to commit sins. Not at all. It's actually encouraging us to know Imam al-Hussein, to actually show submission to Imam al-Hussein, to accept his status. Okay. And a lot of other narrations that talks about Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam and how should we actually try to know him more, try to actually know him and know his position. So it's not enough that he actually, let me reiterate what I said. The most important difference between us as Shia and followers of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam and those who just love Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam without accepting their position. Do you know what is the most important difference? The most important difference is, if you see Imam al-Hussein is being killed and you are a true follower of Ahlul Bayt, you will go and help him. You will sacrifice for him. You will actually wish that you can actually protect him, even if you are killed in that way. But if someone just loves Imam al-Hussein, he will bring excuses. Okay, I love you, and I know you are a grandson of Rasulullah. As people told Imam al-Hussein. Imam al-Hussein went to Ubaydillah ibn al-Hur. Somebody called Ubaydillah ibn al-Hur. He told him, okay, I am actually proposing for you to help me, to be with my army. Imam al-Hussein knew that he will be killed. He wanted the good for that guy, Ubaydillah ibn al-Hur. Do you know what was his response? He said, oh Hussein, I know you are good, you are the grandson of Rasulullah, but actually I have problems. I can't be with you. But allow me to give you my sword and my horse. My sword is very good sword, and my horse is very good horse. You won't be caught by anyone if you want to run away. Do you know what Imam Hussein responded to him? He said, listen, in bakhalta alayna bimalik, if you are stingy, in bakhalta alayna binafsik, if you are stingy, you don't want to show submissions to us, we don't need your sword and horse. Is your sword better than the Dhul Faqar? Is your horse better than Dhul Janah? At all. Never. Dhul Faqar is better than your sword. And I won't run away from the enemy. لا أعطيهم بيدي إعطاء الذليل. I will not humiliate myself by paying allegiance to Yazid ibn Muawiyah. ولا أفر فرار العبيد. I won't run away from the battlefield. I will stay firm and protect my family, protect the religion of Islam, protect the teaching of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So, to know Imam al-Hussein is to accept his status. To know Imam al-Hussein is to show submission to Imam al-Hussein. Too many people claim that they love Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, but they will when they abandon him. A guy came to Imam al-Hussein and told Imam al-Hussein, listen, oh Hussein, I know you are the grandson of Rasulullah, and I'm willing to help you. But if I see that if I protect you and try to protect you, I won't be able to put the death away from you, to save you, allow me to just leave your tent and your army. Imam Hussein replied, that's okay. If you want to be with us till then, it's okay for us. I was in the day of ASHURA when Imam Hussein was alone, calling for people to join his army. Ala hal min nasirin yansuruna. That guy came to Imam al-Hussein and told Imam al-Hussein, listen, as I said, I paid allegiance to you, to be with you, to protect you, if I can do anything for you. But apparently I can't save you. Even if I save you, I will be killed and you will be killed as well. So would you allow me to go? Imam al-Hussein told him, it's up to you, but how you want to run away from these enemies who are thirsty to shed my blood? What do you have? He said, no, O Master Imam al-Hussein, I've got a horse. I hide that horse in my tent. I will ride that horse and run away. And he did. He left Imam al-Hussein. He was someone that he wanted to protect Imam al-Hussein, but he did not want to be with Imam al-Hussein, whether Imam al-Hussein will go to death or to stay alive. He wanted to protect Imam al-Hussein until Imam al-Hussein stays alive. He did not want to be with Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. He only wanted to try to protect. No, we have to be with Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam, with Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, to protect Imam al-Hussein, to believe in him, to believe in his status. And that's why Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam actually focus on this very important phrase. من زاره عارفا بحقه. Whoever visits Imam Hussein while he actually accepts the status of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. So, it's not enough to pay money to Imam al-Hussein. It's not enough to give him the sword as a present or the horse as a present. And it's not enough even to be with Imam al-Hussein, but not up to the end of our lives. No. If we want to be with Imam al-Hussein, we have to accept he is a leader by the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the master of all youths of heaven. If we believe in that, we will be with Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. And that's why we recite, Allahumma ahyini hayata Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad wa amitni mamata Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Oh Allah, I would like to live and die like Muhammad and his progeny. So during the month of Muharram, during the majalis of Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, we have got a very great opportunity to know Imam al-Hussein more and to try to increase our knowledge, and also above that to try to be with Imam al-Hussein up to the end of our lives, and to be with Imam al-Hussein, whether Imam al-Hussein is the winner of the battlefield or Imam al-Hussein got murdered and killed and martyred by the enemy. We want to be with you, O Hussein. لبيك داعي الله لبيك يا Hussein. And that is our saying to Imam al-Hussein, that we want to be with you. لبيك يا Hussein. We know you and we want to be with you. And because the time did not allow us to be with you, now we will listen to your stories. We will read your narrations. We will try to act like you. We will try to be a true follower of you. We will take your companions as our role models and how they showed their submissions to you, O Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam. When Imam al-Hussein told his companion that, okay, now it's night time. Just try to use this opportunity and run away and leave me. And believe me, if the enemy catch me, they won't come behind you. Do you know what the companion of Imam al-Hussein's replies was? They told Imam al-Hussein, oh Imam al-Hussein, I wish that lions eat from my body while I am alive and I stay with you. One of them said, oh Imam al-Hussein, do you know, if I know that if I don't stay with you, I will live in this world forever, happily. And if I stay with you, I will be killed. And after I get killed, there is nothing. There is no heaven, no hell. I would rather die with you than stay alive in this world, while this world has got no Hussein. Look at their ma'rifah. Look at how they use to know Imam al-Hussein. And let us take them as our role model and follow the footsteps of Ashab al-Hussein, the companion of Imam al-Hussein, as we recite and read. And there's Ya Assalamu alaikum ya Ansar Allah, Assalamu alaikum ya Ansar Rasulullah, Assalamu alaikum ya Ansar Amir al-Mu'minin, Assalamu alaikum ya Ansar Fatima, Assalamu alaikum ya Ansar Abi Muhammad al-Hasan, Assalamu alaikum ya Ansar Abi Abdullah al-Hussein. By helping Imam al-Hussein, being the companion of Imam al-Hussein, you're actually the companion of Imam al-Hasan. You protected Fatima al-Zahra. You are the companion of Amir al-Mu'minin, the commander of the faithful. And you are the companion of the Prophet. Moreover, actually you are Ansar Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will consider you as his Ansar. اللهم صل على الحسين وعلى آل الحسين وعلى صحب الحسين. هذا والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وآله الطاهرين.